Hey YouTubers, this is Holland, aka Madam AF Francier. I just wanted to come on and do a video for you talking about how I blend my hair with the micro links and the micro wefts. I am in my daughter's room right now, trying to get away from the noise, and then of course, as soon as I hit record, I can hear my neighbor doing some work in his backyard. So cool. But anyways, the most important part when wearing micro wefts and itip hair is to keep in mind that those are not protective styles, and also that your hair is going to be out. The majority of your hair is going to be out. So in order to make sure that your natural hair blends really well with the curly hair, the kinky curly hair, or any hair that you're wearing, you know, in its natural state, is to make sure that your own natural hair is in really good condition. I had recently been dealing with a lot of frizz, and so I did like a YouTube search on, you know, tips on how to, you know, combat frizz for curly hair. But I was having frizz from my root to like the length of my hair, but my ends were like super defined. And when I would, you know, have my micro links in, you know, they would be defined, the links, but my hair would be frizzy, so you could like see the difference. You could see the texture difference, and I wasn't feeling it. So I was like, let me take a step back, see what's going on with my hair, and move from there. I take pretty good care of my natural hair, so it was a little confusing, you know, as to why I was having some issues. I did take a look at the products I was using. I did find that one of my deep conditioners had dimethicone in it, the Aussie 3-minute deep conditioner, and I have been using it for years. So I was really confused on how I missed that and the ingredients. But it made me take a look at all of the products that I use and, you know, just change it up. I do have low porosity hair as well, and the products that I was using also had a lot of rice protein in them, and I think my hair just needed a break from all protein in general, rice or, you know, regular. So I, you know, just been searching and looking at ingredients and looking at reviews, and I landed on the Curls Blueberry Bliss line, and so far it's been treating me well. But even with using, you know, changing up my hair products, my hair was still really frizzy from my root, and then, you know, my ends will be defined. And I will post some pictures on here so you can see what I'm talking about. But anyways, long story short, I found, I looked into bentonite clay, and then I came across something called the Cherry Lola method. And so I kind of went down the rabbit hole, and then I found something called the maximum hydration method, which combines the Cherry Lola method and then the bentonite clay method, or whatever, mask. So I'd asked around on some of the hair groups that I'm in to see if anyone had done it. I pulled up the hashtags on Instagram to see if anybody had done it, and I saw nothing but great reviews. I did see some cautions. The Cherry Lola method does have you use baking soda in your hair. Baking soda, it lifts the cuticle so that moisture can get in, because with low porosity hair, our cuticles are just like closed, but the baking soda helps like open it up so that moisture can get in there. But baking soda can also change the pH of your scalp, and so there was concern about you know, changing the pH, and then like bacteria can grow. So there was cautions about making sure that, you know, you dry your scalp completely. But the maximum hydration method, for like the best results, they suggest doing it like every day for like 7 days or something like that. It is very time consuming. I have 3 kids, 3 small kids, and I wasn't about to do this method 7 days. I did it one time though, and I'm so impressed. So I wanted to show y'all what my natural hair looks like. This is a wash and go. I washed my hair today, and I have the Curls Blueberry Bliss leave-in, and then I have the wet line gel on top of it, and then I have the Curls Blueberry Bliss oil on it. But look how defined my hair is, and the frizz is like super minimum, and it's soft. Look at my roots, shiny. So before doing that, like all of this was just frizzy. And again, I will post a before and after picture of what my wash and goes were looking like. So I can't even imagine though what my hair would look like if I did that method like 7 times. Like, that's crazy. Like, I can't imagine, but I am impressed. So I did want to share that with y'all. But that's how I make sure that my hair blends with the itip and the wefts, is to make sure that my hair is in like the best condition that it can be in, and you know, has as much definition as possible in the curl, because that, you know, that micro link hair and that itip hair, the definition on those curls is like on point. And also I will do a little demo for you coming soon on how to do it. It's a lot of steps to it though, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do say it's worth it at least once. Now the sun wants to come out. I would recommend doing it at least once in your hair journey, like maybe once a month or once every couple of months. I don't know, it's up to you. You can try it and see if you can hang and do it more than once. But I just wanted to show y'all this, like, so defined. So if you're having problems with frizz, you might want to get into the maximum hydration method.